very lucky.
Dude, the pleasure is all mine. The honor is all mine. Thank you for taking the time to do it. Appreciate it.
This is just a very surreal experience for me.
No, dude, it's no, it is absolutely a pleasure. I always feel so I don't know. It's you never really think about when, you know, people leave comments and stuff like that. You're like, oh yeah, it's like, you're like, yeah, cool, that's like something on the internet, whatever. But then when, you know, you get stuff like this where like you actually want to take the time to ask me questions or whatever, you're like, oh my god, it's like a real person. You're like, oh my god, this is so cool. Like, absolutely. Like, it's such a privilege.
It's sinking in slowly. I'm so glad that I used Super Chat that one fateful day.
Yeah. So true, man.
All right. So I had a question on this document that was, how was your Thanksgiving? And then I remembered, you guys, I don't think you guys have Thanksgiving down there. You're Australian.
No, we don't. We don't. We did not kill a bunch of Native Americans and eat turkey with them. Isn't that what Thanksgiving is?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. No, we didn't do that. But no, we don't have Thanksgiving, dude. We don't have the 4th of July either. We don't have Independence Day. We don't have Red 40 either. I don't think so.
From what I gathered, though, apparently you guys do have a Black Friday, but it's not like a sale thing. It's like a forest fire or something.
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're talking about Black Friday. Okay, yeah. We have Black Friday sales, which we stole from you guys apparently, but we do. Yeah, we did have Black Friday as well, where like half of Australia fucking burnt. It's pretty crazy. Forest fires are like kind of a thing that happens a lot in Australia.
Damn, that's sometimes I do find it hard with holidays and stuff. As an American, I forget that there's other countries other than Americans. It's a big problem.
Damn Americans, bro. You damn Americans. It's so true. Well, I mean, like, you know, you guys have like so many cool holidays too, you know, like, and they're all like so ingrained in like movies and TV. Like, it's not really, you kind of would think everyone celebrates that stuff until you really think about it. You're like, well, why would other countries celebrate America's independence? That's kind of weird.
Especially if it's like a British movie and they celebrate the 4th of July. It's like
like, what is happening here? What is going on here, dude? Yeah, that's what would happen if the British, you know, actually won. Actually, no, I guess there wouldn't be any Independence Day at all, would there? They'd be Taking America Back Day that they would celebrate on the 4th of July.
Submission Day or Repression Day? I don't know.
Yeah, that's good. Submission Day would be good. Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Hold on. I'm gonna pray that this thing's working properly. Just speak again real quick.
All right, I'm speaking again real quick.
Okay. I probably should have did a mic check first, but your mic is working.
Okay, good. Thank fuck. Yeah, that's do the whole interview and I'm just on mute the whole time. You just got to subtitle me the whole thing.
That would
get a professional lip reader in.
All right, so I should have sent you this document sooner, and it slipped my mind to send it to you filled with questions, but I did do a late send in last night. I don't know if you read it. It's not necessarily it's not necessary, I guess, but there are some like really generic questions in here among the other ones, like you know, the most generic one. Who is someone you looked up to? Like, who's your inspiration for this kind of stuff?
For my YouTube channel?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. I mean, like, you know, like I grew up watching YouTube, so like a lot of people, like so many different people. You know, like PewDiePie was a massive inspiration to me, dude. I used to watch Syndicate. I reckon if you remember Syndicate Project, the guy that used to do like COD Zombies, and he had that really offensive, definitely you can't say it anymore name for zombie trains that he would say all the time. So he used to be a big inspiration because he did Minecraft stuff, and I remember he had this list on his YouTube channel. This is when like the description of the YouTube channel was like on, when you click on someone's channel, it's like bang, like right there. And he had like a list of goals, and it was like become Machinima partner, and then he got that, and he's like get sponsored by like Lucozade, get 100,000 subs, and he kept adding to this list, and he kept ticking off these goals, and I thought he was like the coolest guy ever, and I was like, dude, I want to be like that one day. I want to be a YouTuber like that. And he was probably the first time I felt like that, and then, you know, people like PewDiePie I really enjoyed growing up, and then both of those guys got canceled at one point, which is pretty crazy. But and then like more recently, I guess, like just all of my other peers and other commentary YouTubers and stuff, like big inspirations for sure.
That I don't think I've ever gotten that complete of an answer before.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right. When did you decide you wanted to do YouTube? Like, in what time in your life did you decide that you wanted to do YouTube?
Probably when I was like 10, but my voice hadn't broken yet, so I knew that I couldn't do YouTube until I'd at least hit puberty, because commentary just would not have been a thing for me. It would have just been horrific. So yeah, probably like really early on, but then I guess like when I actually decided to like give it a really proper go would have been like kind of like just after COVID.
That makes sense. How long have you had your YouTube channel again? I think I've only been like following it for a few years, but.
I mean, I think the YouTube channel is like really old, like 2011 or something like that. But I think I've pretty much been posting since probably 2020. I would say 2021 maybe. Yeah.
I think I'm not gonna lie and say I've been there since the beginning. I think 2023. I found you around 2020.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's when would that have been? That would have been like during the Minecraft stuff.
Yeah, I think that's actually.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, so then this is just something I noticed. I always thought when you were doing like a lot of the characters, right? Like there's like a hidden compliment here somewhere, but this is a genuine question. I always thought you were like, you know, sucking your cheeks in to get that chiseled jawline effect.
yeah, dude.
I'm like watching your normal videos, and I'm like, nah, dude, this guy's jawline could cut platinum. What the fuck?
This guy just like that. No, definitely, yeah, dude. For Edgar, I definitely, yeah, that's some serious like Ozempic like cheek sucking action going on there to get that look for sure. Yeah. No, that was a fun series, man. That was such a fun series. People keep asking me if I'm going to do a season 2, and I would really like to, but it just it takes so much time. Like the editing it's ridiculous. It just takes so long. So it's kind of like I would love to do it. I just don't know if I have the time to do it. Basically,
I do. I personally, I know I'd love a season 2, but I watched the video where you explained what you were doing, how you were doing that, and I was like, I don't even know if you do shorts as your main thing or if that's just like your side thing. But if that, I kind of assumed it was your side thing. So putting that much effort into your side part of your channel. So
yeah, well, it's kind of like they're kind of like all the main thing that I do now. Like shorts is the predominant thing I do, and then long form I'm trying to like make that kind of more of the main thing. But and then I also do like streaming as well. So it's kind of like. And they're all, it's not like I can like do a stream, make a short out of it, and then like make edit a long form from the stream. It's like 3 separate entities that I have to kind of do at the same time. So it's kind of like, if I focus just on doing shorts, I wouldn't be able to post a long form at all, and I wouldn't really be able to stream, that sort of thing. So if I like really dedicated to the Minecraft series, I'd have to just like put everything else to the wayside for a while, which I don't really want to do.
Yeah. And then one of my other concerns was it ended so perfectly. I'm not even sure like if it's possible to do one that lives up to the hype. Like the second you announce that you would be working on a season 2, the hype and expectation would be so high up there, it would be really hard to meet, and I don't know if that...
That's true as well. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the longer you leave it as well, like the more expectation there would be too. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know if I could live up to. I actually, I have some fucking pretty good ideas. There's a few episodes, like I don't know if the series as a whole would be like better than the first season, but there are a few episodes I have in mind where I'm like, people would really enjoy this. But yeah, I am kind of like, fuck, if I start it, I have to finish it. So I can't just post like one of the episodes and be like, no, you guys will like this. It's like, yeah, I have to be dedicated to like, if I'm going to make this, I'm going to have to make the whole rest of the series. Yeah.
I do got to say though, like excellent, like it was peak cinema.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. I appreciate it, dude.
All right. Did you ever think your channel would get this far?
No. I feel like a lot of people probably say that too. It'd be insane if I was like, yeah, bro. Yeah. From the first video I posted, yeah, I knew I was going to get here. I knew I was going to get that million plaque. That million plaque's got my name on it. I know it's going to be, I'm going to get one. When I started and I started doing like the long form videos, I was like, if I could just get 20,000 views per video, like 20,000 views per video, I was like, I'll be happy forever. 20,000 people watching your stuff is so sick. Like that is an insane amount of people, and it's such a cool like niche community knowing there's like 20,000 people that like secretly watch all your videos and like know that you exist. That was my goal. And now it's like, yeah, completely, it just keeps going. It keeps going now. So now I'm like, oh man, how cool would it be if that 1 million people watch my videos? Like there's always like, the bar is always moving, but I never expected to even fathom having that thought in the first place. I couldn't even conceptualize 1 million views.
Well, personally, I think my view is well spent, and I watch your content all the time.
Absolutely. Well, dude, thank you. I appreciate it, man.
All right, what is your favorite? Like, what's the favorite? What? All right, so what is your favorite thing that you have done on your channel? Wow, that took a lot of effort.
Oh, my favorite thing? I think, without trying to sound like a broken record, I think the Minecraft series is probably like my thing I'm probably most proud of, just in terms of like the sheer, like the scale of doing a full story, but then making it shorts, like 60-second shorts. Like I had to like get a hook in the first 5 seconds and then like leave it on a cliffhanger every single time. Like it was so difficult to write. So, and the way it turned out and the fact it was so successful is probably the thing I'm the most proud of. Other than that, I mean, probably the video where I went caving, because like that was fucking crazy. Going into like an actual cave. I don't know if you've seen the video, but I like sort of like reacted to like, cave diving videos. I was like, who the fuck would do this? And then I went and actually did it, and it was horrific. But the video itself, I think, like turned out pretty good. I'm pretty proud of that video.
I do remember that. I also remember in the video, I was watching you react to cavers being cavers, and then at no point was I expecting a cutoff. We're like, all right, we're here now, so I'm gonna go caving, and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's it's so hard. I battled with myself so hard in the edit because most people people tell you to like put that stuff in the intro so people know you're going to be caving later in the video. So I like kind of did a little bit of it, but I really wanted it to be a surprise, which is really bad for retention because people would probably, if you show that you were going to be in a cave, people would be like, I got to stay for that part of the video. But I just thought it'd be so much funny if just 15 minutes in the video randomly I'm just like, anyway, so I'm going caving now. It's like, what?
Well,
So-
I was very surprised, and I was like, ooh, now I gotta watch this.
I'm glad you stuck through it to that point. Yeah, thank God.
And I'm also like, it kind of made me realize even simpler caves, like when you went through, are still kind of terrifying because I was watching the footage and I was like, no thanks.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, there were some points in that cave that they suck so bad. That part where there's I had to get on my back and there was water, ice cold water flowing through my whole body, and there was just a rock above me and I had to shimmy under the rock while all this water was flowing. Oh, it's just horrible, man. Shit sucks so bad. I would not recommend caving.
Yeah, there was this movie I watched beforehand, not before your video, but just in general, that just gave me a permanent fear of phobias. I don't remember what it was. All I remember was a group of girls go caving, get stuck because they're idiots, then cannibals, then there's also a different ending in the UK than there is in the US.
The Descent. Yeah,
Yes.
The Descent. Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
never
that-
ever gonna go caving after that movie.
Yeah, I had to cut a lot out of my video, bro, because that was basically a 1-for-1 of what happened in that cave. But I had to keep it friendly, PG.
I mean, I'm sure for you though, it was all doom music, blood, guts, and ass everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much. I had to murder 3 of the people in that cave just to survive. It was crazy.
Must have been nuts.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess this ties into the favorite thing on the channel. What's one of your favorite videos on the channel?
Definitely the caving one, probably for sure. It's probably long form, but maybe short form. One of my favorite videos, probably any of the Ink Master videos, I think, are probably some of my favorite videos.
I feel like
They're
that's-
some of my favorite videos to make, and they're just my favorite videos, that end up the finished product.
I don't know. I always feel like those ones are slept on. They're not, but I just feel like they are. Mr. Timmy Two Time, favorite character. I probably said that so.
Oh yeah.
But I just in the start, he's the generic, Ink Master contestant, and then through the series, you just through his. It's almost through his eyes. You get to see how ridiculous it is. It's just hilarious.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I know, it's so funny. I just kind of made those. It's just fun, coming up with those names as well. And they're not even that far off what some of those people are actually called in the show. There's one guy that's called, I think his name's Creepy Dave or something like that. And it's why would your name be, that's disturbing, man. And he comes off as a perv as well. He's yeah, I'm Creepy Dave. And you're that's weird, man. You don't want to be known as Creepy Dave, dude. Why? You got to change that. Maybe Crazy Dave, but Creepy Dave? Do not put this guy on a team with other women, dude. Do not do that.
You don't want Creepy
That is
Dave
weird.
up all on your body tattooing you, right? That's just
Yeah, dude. Hell no. It's yeah, I it's a pretty personal tattoo. I want it on my chest, and they're oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we're gonna get Creepy Dave to do that. Yeah, is that all good? We're gonna get Creepy Dave to do that one. Is that all right? It's oh, horrible. He's yeah, just take your shoes off. And you're we're tattooing my arm. And he's yeah, just take your shoes and socks off though. I just need your feet out. You're this guy should not be in a tattoo shop. This guy should be in prison.
I think, yeah, out of the short series, of course, with Minecraft one being my number one, because obviously, Christopher Nolan ain't got shit on that.
Yeah, I know. I'm still waiting for his call. Still waiting.
I do think my favorite two short series on your channels has to be the Bloxton and Sons Realty thing. And
Oh, yeah.
the Ink
Yeah,
Masters. Speaking of which, side
For,
question.
yeah.
Who are your co-stars for those shorts?
Oh, that's the guys from Mate Rates. They're another Australian channel. Dude, they're like the funniest guys ever I think I've ever met in my whole life. Like, they're just the nicest, funniest dudes. But they don't live in my city, so we've done like a few of them remotely. And like they visited Melbourne once, probably like a year and a half ago, and we were just like driving. We were like we were going to walk my dog, and we were joking about Minecraft. I'm like, dude, yeah, but you can put Minecraft in anything, like any TV show, like anything. And we were joking about like, you know, imagine if they had like real estate agents, like those stupid real estate videos, but it was like for a Minecraft house. And we were just joking about it. And I was like, we should actually make that. And they were like, yeah, that is pretty funny. I was like, no, seriously, like we should make that now before you go back to Sydney. And then we ended up, like rushing back to my house. We like wrote the script, like filmed it, and then ended up just like blowing up. And I was like, we gotta make more of these, man. Like, this is good. This has turned out well. And that's probably honestly what kind of started the other content that I've started to do, which is like putting Minecraft in just other TV shows as well. It's like kind of all inspired from like that one interaction with those guys.
Oh yeah, so like the Portal and Customs Enforcement and Potions and Surveillance Unit, and then
yeah, that's it. Yeah, like because there's like heaps of Australian shows like that. And honestly, like they all convert to Minecraft so easily. Like it's crazy. I was talking about it on stream the other day. Like, even like the show Pawn Stars, the guy's name is Rick Harrison. I mean, he's just asking to be called Pick Harrison and be put into Minecraft, man. Like, come on, what are we doing here? Pawn Stars, add an S, it's Spawn Stars. I mean, this shit just writes itself. It's so easy.
Life is Minecraft.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I never really thought I would be like the Minecraft guy or like do so much Minecraft content, but it just is so easy, and it's just like, I guess it is my favorite game. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I know a lot about it, and it's so funny. Like, I have people that don't play Minecraft come up to me and like ask me like what videos I make, and I'm like, yeah, like, I don't know if you'll get it, man. Like, have you played Minecraft? And they're like, not really. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of like fucking 70% of my videos are like somehow interwoven into Minecraft. Like, I don't know. They're like, oh, I'm sure I'll still get it. And you're like, okay. And then you show them a video and they're like, I don't get it. And I was like, yeah, I thought so. Yeah. So I don't know why we did this.
I just speechless.
I have that effect on people. Usually it's not in a good way though.
Usually when I try and interact with people, they're like, what are you doing in my house?
Yeah. It's usually speechless just before grabbing the phone and calling the police. But
all right, what do you hope to accomplish in 2026?
Oh God, I don't even know, dude. Maybe just continuing to do this would be great. Every year is a blessing that I get to do this job, because it really does feel like, you know, everyone keeps, I don't know if it's like necessarily like true 100%, but everyone always says like you're really on like a time limit with doing content. It's kind of like your clock is ticking. You know, eventually you'll be unk and you'll be washed and you'll fall off. So every year that I get to do it to the capacity that I can do it now is just like the best. I mean, like, ideally, hopefully by the end of next year, like, it would be awesome to have like my my average views on like a long form video be like 3, 4, 500,000. Because I think like right now it's maybe like 150 to 200,000 like per video is like kind of the average. It would be really cool if by the end of next year they could be like, yeah, like every time I post a video, I'm like, yeah, I know this is going to get like 400,000 views or 500,000 views. That'd be cool.
Well, by my super scientific estimates, probably around 1 million per video is my guess. Just throw out there.
Dude, that'd be. Yeah, let's put more of that energy out into the universe. That'd be great. Oh my god, that'd be so sick. Oh god, I'll have so many Lamborghinis. I can't wait. Wait, actually, no, that's not going to be good because once you get to 1 million views, that's when people start to find ways to cancel you. So maybe we'll want to sit just under 1 million views so we can just avoid that.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as being uncancelable. People will find a reason to hate you.
Yeah. They'll find a way, dude. They always do.
I had a person who was in this VC call, and I was like, "Hey guys, I might be interviewing this guy." And he's like, "I don't like him." I'm like, "Why? He looks weird."
Hey, fair enough. Hey, man, it can't be everyone's cup of tea. So that's the thing. The bigger you get, the more open to criticism you get, and the more eyes on you, the more people that are more likely to not like you. And yeah, you can't please everyone. That's why you just got to make videos that you think are cool. And then if someone doesn't like it, at least you know that you thought it was cool. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Personally, as someone who is a people pleaser, like instinctually, it's not something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, dude. No, I feel you, man. I feel you. I just had to come to that conclusion. I was just like, you know what? Because you'll burn yourself out if you try and make content that you think other people will like. You'll end up making something you're not super happy with, and then if someone still says they hate it, you're like, fuck. Like, I don't know. Like, I thought this is what people would like, and like, you just kind of, it's like the worst way to work. If you just take a step back and just like, you know what, I'm going to make something regardless of who likes it, I'm happy with the finished product, then eventually an audience that enjoys that stuff too will find it, and you'll feel a lot more fulfilled and happy. Dude, if I was making fucking Roblox videos every day, I'd fucking kill myself. I mean, that would suck. That would be the fucking worst thing ever. But like, and then if people didn't like it, oh my God, I'd feel awful. At least, when I make a video, I try and make it a video that I would show to anybody and I'd be proud of. And then it makes that stuff a lot easier when someone doesn't like it.
I like that mindset. I'm gonna copy that, or try to.
Yeah. Dude, please be my guest.
Taking advice is hard to do sometimes. Not because you don't want to, but because you don't.
Well, taking advice means you have to actually do something, which fucking sucks, dude. It's like when you go to therapy and they're like, yeah, so you've actually, so what you're going to want to do is these exercises here. And you're like, whoa, homework. I don't know. I pay you money to talk about how shit my life is. And you're just supposed to listen and then it gets better. And they're like, no, you actually have to like do stuff actively to make it better. And you're like, what the fuck? This sucks. What the hell? I just want to pay you $200 every week just so you can just tell me I'm awesome. What the fuck? This sucks. So nothing good ever came easy.
All right. Side question. Are we ever going to see the mustache again?
Man, I really should have read through these questions before we jumped on this interview.
This is not in there. This is just the one I made up.
Maybe. Maybe the mustache will come back. I always joke about it. I'm like, bro, I'm doing bad. I'm doing like real bad mentally if I got the mustache back. It's a dark time whenever I got my mustache. But maybe this will be it. Maybe I'll grow a happy mustache at some point. So never say never. I don't think so for the foreseeable future because I always end up shaving it and going, oh my, why did I have that for so long? This is so much better. But yeah, never say never. Maybe it'll come back.
Second side question, right? These are just ones that I thought of. So I noticed like your content and like your shorts and your lives and your long form, especially like your lives and shorts, you're very Damn, this is really hard to put together into words. So
No, you
you're
take your
very
time, man.
grounded person, really. I mean, I guess, right? I mean, at least that's what the way it comes off as, and you seem very like loose and outgoing. If that makes sense. I don't know how this relates to the question, but I felt like it did. Your profile picture seems very professionally taken and like
Yeah,
cured or curated or something. It's like it's very
yeah.
I mean, I guess it's something I would expect for a commentary channel, but I'd expect it for like a very serious commentary channel.
Yeah. Well, I took that. It was kind of like, because I used to do photography, like just on the side before I got into like doing video stuff. And I took it as a joke. So like wearing a turtleneck was supposed to be like ironic, you know, like kind of like a Steve Jobs type thing, and like doing like, you know, the pose and shit like that. It was supposed to be like this funny, like ironic joke. But the photo came out so professional, and, you know, it kind of looks like it's not a joke, which kind of sucks in a way. But yeah, I've just used it ever since. I mean, I don't even, you know, people give me shit all the time because I don't have a mustache anymore. And they're like, dude, your profile picture still has a mustache. But I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'll ever change that picture. But it was supposed to be a joke. So
I did get like I did sense the irony in the profile picture, especially with the content you were making. Kind of like it's like I feel like this is supposed to be a commentary on something.
yeah. I know I should have pulled a face or something, but it was a full deadpan, like serious face as well. So I think I posted on like my private Instagram years ago, and the caption was like something really stupid, and, you know, it was supposed to be comedic. But yeah, posting it on my YouTube channel, like no one would know that. I think my caption was like, God is a woman or something like that, or wait till my father hears about this or something like that. And yeah, you can't really put the caption on a YouTube profile picture.
Yeah, that's well, I mean, hey, now they'll know. Now everybody will know.
Now it's out there. Now everyone knows. It was a joke, guys. It was a joke.
Very handsome one.
Hey, yeah, thanks, bro. Thanks. Yeah, that's what I was going for.
So, let's see. Life. What were some impactful early life moments for you?
Impactful early life moments. In what way? Like, what kind of, are we talking about trauma here, or are we talking about?
And by the way, I probably should state this. So this is like the life. I have these sectioned off into topics. This one's life. Feel free to just not answer any of these if you don't feel comfortable. But this one specifically is just, what do you think shaped you into the person you are today? Like a specific moment that gave you a mindset, or like maybe a choice you made to, I don't know, go to the gym or whatever, and that's just what you do now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's obviously a lot of moments that kind of influenced me to be the way I am now. I mean, like doing the YouTube stuff, you know, I've always had a fascination with like filmmaking, and, you know, my dad had like an old like video camera when I was a kid growing up, like you know, the old like the mini DV tapes, the mini tapes and stuff like that. And he let me borrow it, and I used to like make videos around the house, and that was probably like the earliest kind of, I don't know, introduction to that sort of stuff, where I was like, fuck, I really want to like find a way to do this as a job kind of thing. And I would have been so young, like 2. So that was a big influence, and watching so many movies growing up. And honestly, the thing that gave me, I guess, like the main mindset that I have now was probably, and, you know, a lot of people, because it is kind of like a cult, like a lot of people go on about this, but doing jiu-jitsu, I did jiu-jitsu for like 3 years. And something that really stuck with me was like, you know, you when you first go into the gym, you're obviously really bad, and you're just constantly getting beaten up like every single night that you show up. But, you know, I remember asking someone early on, I was like, how, like, I don't know, like it seems like an impossible task getting that good to be, you know, like a black belt or whatever. And someone said to me, they were like, the only difference between a white belt and a black belt is the black belt just never stops showing up. And I feel like that's such a good analogy for just life, in terms of like, you know, if you want to get good at anything, you just got to keep doing it. You know, if you start doing a painting every day from now until you're 80, there's no way when you're 80 years, I mean, maybe if you got Alzheimer's, but you know, there's no way in like 40, 50 years, your paintings are still as shit as they are now. So I feel like I've like adopted that into like every facet of life, is just like, if you just keep showing up, there's no way it can't get better.
I like that mindset.
Yeah. You know, like you look at like, it's like every YouTuber, you know, you look at their first video and you look at the videos they make now, and they're just like infinitely better, or you'd hope so anyway. But most of them are infinitely better than when they first started. And it's just because you just keep doing it and you just get better and better. And the only difference between people that make it and people that don't are the people that don't make it stopped. They just quit.
Oh, here's to never quitting.
Yeah. And take that into every facet. I'm talking smoking. I'm talking drinking. I'm talking doing drugs. Never quit. You can never quit.
Why stop at doing drugs? Start making them too.
See, and then you don't have to buy. You're saving money. Like really, that's a smart financial decision. So.
Random question, by the way. So, is Field like your last name, or is that just like a random thing you tacked on the end of your first name?
Hey man, I wish it was a random thing I tacked on. It's really been terrible for my for just my identity theft, kind of like shit. Like I really should have made a fake name, but it is my real name. Jackson Field is my real name. So yeah, I really didn't think that one through. Yeah, I was like, hey, celebrities have their real names, right? I mean, that should be fine. PewDiePie is his real name, isn't it? So,
Yep.
Yeah, John PewDiePie, pretty sure that's his name. So, yeah, no, it is.
And
Big
now it's too
mistake.
iconic to change.
Yeah, I really wish I had like a fake name, you know, because you like, I know so many people in real life that have like fake name YouTube channels. And it's so funny, like the first 6 months I knew a YouTuber by the name of Many Kudos. He introduced himself as Kudos. So I thought that was his name. So I called him that for like 6 months. And then my partner at the time, like we went over to his house and we like had a really nice night. And then like my partner was like, oh, like, you know, I don't know if I don't know if his real name is on YouTube, so I won't say his real name, but he was like, my partner at the time was like, oh, it was so nice going to like John's house, like he's so lovely. And I was like, who the fuck is John? And she's like, Kudos. And I was like, that's his name? That's his name. I thought for some reason I thought it was Kudos, but that makes so much more sense. So I wish I had like some cool name like that, like Spider or Blade or something like that, and everyone just referred to me as Blade. That'd be so cool. Kind of everything though.
Hi, my name is Gary.
Yeah, dude, man. Oh, actually, that would kind of suck. I actually, yeah, no offense to anyone named Gary, but I'd love a better name. Maybe a 2-syllable name.
So, what were some impactful early life moments? Wait, I already.
You asked that one? You asked that?
I'll cut that out of the interview. Fond childhood memories.
Christmas. Christmas is good. Sometimes. Well, Christmas before the ages of like 11 or 12 were pretty good. And then kind of like, you know, divorce and stuff like that. And then it kind of, Christmases got weird.
Yeah. I did not know that was I probably haven't had your exact same experiences, but as someone with yeah, it's weird. It is a really weird dynamic.
It is pretty weird. It is pretty weird. I thought when I was a kid, I was like, oh, dude. I was like 8. I was like, wait a minute. You're telling me I got 2 houses now? That means 2 birthdays, 2 Easters, 2 Christmases. I was like, holy shit, I'm going to get twice as many presents. That is not how it happened, actually. Turns out I actually got less presents. So, yeah, I was really excited. I was like, double tooth fairy money? I was like, no, that's not how that works. You only got 1 tooth, that you're going to give away. So, yeah, who would have thought? Hey. But anyway, next question. What's the next question?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Like I said, I did not
Get
know
away
that
from
that
this
was-
topic. No,
Sorry.
dude. No, it's of course. I don't care.
All right. Well, I'm gonna skip what was the next question and go on to what made you decide to be an electrician.
My dad was an electrician. So 6 months out of kind of finishing school, I was not really doing anything. And I knew I didn't want to go to university. And I wanted to go to acting school. But my parents were like, you need like a backup plan. If you're going to do this arts thing that definitely will never work out, let's be honest, you're going to have a backup plan. Joke's on them. It did work out. So, but yeah, I was like, all right, I got to get a trade. And my dad's an electrician. So I was like, oh, I'll just do that. And it was horrible. It's like the worst 4 years of my life. But got to the end of it and worked a year out of that as like a qualified electrician. And I remember calling my dad. I called my dad the first week I started my apprenticeship. And I was like, Dad, this sucks. And he's like, yeah, no, I know it sucks, but like, just push through it. It gets better. It gets better. So I get to my second year of my apprenticeship. I call my dad again. I'm like, Dad, it still sucks. This shit sucks so bad. And he's like, no, I know it sucks bad, but like, once you're once you're qualified and you're no longer an apprentice, like it gets so much better. So I do this every year, and then I get qualified and I start working as an actual tradesman, a qualified tradesman. I got an apprentice of my own. And I call my dad up again and I go, Dad, this fucking sucks. And he goes, yeah, I know. He's like, I just said that to you so you'd finish it. He's like, yeah, this shit sucks so bad. Being an electrician sucks. And I was like, what? Why did you do that? Oh God. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not doing this forever. I got the trade, and I'm so glad I did it because you just learn so much, and just like not even just like using tools, but like building like a mechanical mind of just being able to kind of look at anything and just being able to like work out how to take it apart or how to fix it or how things work. Like you just become really, really mechanically minded, and there's so many skills that you get out of it that you wouldn't even think. I don't know. It's great. I'm really glad. I would do it again.
Yeah, that sounds like that was a roller coaster of an answer. I was like, oh yeah, this is cool. Oh darn, that sucked. Oh, ooh, darn. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to add like a facial expression counter for every time I've gone.
Yeah. But
Right,
glad I did it. I'd recommend anyone do a trade.
I'm thinking about getting into trades. I hear plumbing is both really nasty, but because no one wants to do it, it's really high paying. So
It's lucrative. Yeah. Electrical and plumbing are like it'd be different in the US because anyone can do electrical over there. But in Australia, you need a license. Like you can't do any like DIY electrical stuff. So plumbing could be the move. And if you end up working on like new builds, you won't have to deal with any of the gross stuff. So if you're working on like commercial kind of like high rises or new buildings or warehouses or whatever, you won't have to do any of that stuff.
okay, well that's good. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Good to know.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna move on to some of the more personal questions, not like past and not like relationship related, but like just you in general. I've noticed in
Yeah.
some of your videos, like the ones you did parodying Tony Hawk and Skater Pro, I thought you just like photoshopped yourself or like edited yourself with a skateboard, and then I realized you actually had a skateboard, and that got me thinking, do you skate?
I used to skate a lot. So from the ages of like 14 to like 19, I skated. Yeah, I skated a lot. And then I tried to get back into it, and I was like, this is kind of embarrassing, like just like a full adult still being really shit at skating. I was like, at this point, I should be pretty good, but I just wasn't. And I'm like, you know what? I'll give this a rest. I think retire the skateboard for the most part. Only bust it out for when I have girls over. You want to see me do a kickflip? Works. It never works. It actually never works. So.
I've got a really shitty. Oh, what do you know? It's got the word Australian on it. I'm cool with that.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Mad Gear Australia. Shit,
This thing is awful. Not because of the board itself, but because two of the wheels on opposite sides of the board can't spin for shit. So it's just constantly like, one day it'll like veer right very sharply, and you can't do anything about it. And then the other day it'll just veer left very sharp and nothing. And then I have what I like to call the teardrop, which is a custom made one I had.
Oh, nice. Like a cruiser.
It's got my name on it. Oh.
Oh, that's sick, dude. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So you skate as well?
Yeah, I'm getting into it. I wanted to do more tricks and stuff, but it's harder to do tricks on a cruiser. It's easier to do them on this, but this also can't roll for shit, so I gotta go get a new one.
Hey, maybe that's good, you know? You can then you won't roll away when you're trying to do a trick, you know? As long as all your tricks are stationary, you should be fine.
I mean, it is a good practice board for when I was attempting to do an ollie. I still can't do one, by the way.
You'll get it eventually. You'll have to go through like 6 pairs of shoes, but you'll get it eventually.
Another thing, I skate in boots. I have like boots all the time. It's like my common wear. I do everything in boots, just because they're convenient. So So a lot of the time, it's like because my boots are not made for skating. There's some problems.
That could be it. Yeah, that could be part of it.
All right. What are some other hobbies that you have?
This is pretty much it. It's pretty much, I made my hobby my job. So now my job is my hobby. My hobby is my job. It's kind of all I do. I do have one other hobby, which is I go bouldering. So like rock climbing. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I walk my dog every day. I used to do a lot of jiu-jitsu, but I just sort of, I don't know, got sick of, I kind of like had to have a year off because I was working as like a crew member on a film set. And by the time I get home, I couldn't, like the classes would be over. So I had to have like a whole year off from jiu-jitsu. I just never got back into it. And I was kind of like, you know what? I still want to do the exercise, but maybe like minus the, I don't know, fighting other people every night and like the sweat and just, yeah. So climbing uses like all of the same kind of like muscle groups. It's very similar in terms of like, you have to be very like in tune with like your balance and body and stuff like that. You just don't have to like fight other people, which is good.
And one day you have to fight other people while you're climbing. It's going to be awful.
Dude, I'm going to be prepared because I can do both those things. So it's going to be great.
So you said you...
I'm going to be the most prepared guy.
Improvisational question here. You worked on a crew, or you worked as a crewman on a film set?
Yeah. So after I finished my electrical apprenticeship, I went to film school for a year. And then once that was finished, I got a job working on this TV show called Nautilus, which was a Disney Plus show that ended up getting bought by Stan because Disney lost a bunch of money on all of their movies. because they keep making really shit movies. And they were like, man, we got to find a way to like save some money. And they were like, why don't we just write off this $100 million TV show that's probably going to be a 7 out of 10 anyway? And they were like, all right, cool. So we'd finished filming. It was almost finished editing. And they were just like, nah, we're going to scrap it. And so the TV show was just like never going to come out. And then luckily Stan ended up buying it and they finished the show. But it was cool. Yeah. I was like working as video split. And then I moved to like the DIT department. I was a DIT assistant. And then I ended up in like the camera department by the end of it. I was like a truck loader. And it kind of sucked. Yeah, it was good. It was so much fun, but being a truck loader sucks because it's like you're at the bottom of the rung again. I just done 4 years of an electrical apprenticeship, getting coffee for people, being the bitch on site, like being the lowest rung on the ladder. I'd just done all that, and I was a respected member of society. I was an electrician. People respected me. And then you become a truck loader, and I had people younger than me being like, I'll get a coffee, thanks. Can you get me a coffee, a black coffee? And I'm like, you are 21. I am 24. I'm an electrician. I've got more experience than you. You should be getting me coffee. But I was obviously you're on the lowest rung of the ladder in the film industry. So I was like, it sucked. Having to start again sucked. So I wasn't keen on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting everyone coffee, getting sandwiches, being cussed out. Like, I was just like, damn, I thought I was past all this, bro. But I was not.
I keep asking the worst questions.
No, it was it was sick. Like especially because it was such a big budget TV show. It was amazing. Like, seeing, they were shooting with like 3 Alexas, like at a time, like 3 cameras at a time, working with all this. I was working with, my boss worked on Lord of the Rings, and The Hobbit, and he worked on all 5 Avatar movies. And so he just finished up on Avatar 5, and then he'd come and done this show. It was such a great experience. But obviously, there's obviously bad parts to everything like that. It's not all a dream job.
Well, I mean, I think it's still a very interesting part that I'm probably going to now watch Nautilus to find you in the credits somewhere.
Dude, yeah, I should be on most of the credits. I sort of only IMDb'd myself, I think, from episode 3 to 7 or something like that, but I was on all of them. So I was watching the trailer, and it was so funny being like, I was there that day. I remember that. I remember when we shot that. Or oh, that shot fucking sucked because we had to do this, and that. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That is super cool. That is wow. And then everything that was in my head just kind of went. Where did you learn how to edit and figure out all the visual effects and stuff?
I used to make I tried to make YouTube videos when I was maybe 12, and so I learned Windows Movie Maker, and that was pretty shit. If you I learned how to do that, and then I moved to Premiere. I got a cracked version of Premiere, CS6 Premiere or whatever, and then I just started making I'd film myself playing Dark Souls 1 or just Rainbow Six Siege, stuff like that, and then I'd try and make a YouTube video out of it. And so I learned a lot about trying to do MLG montages, with the hit markers and all that sort of stuff. So I learned how to do basic editing from that, and then from there, making more videos, I learned more things. And then when I started, in 2020, when I started making videos again, I would purposefully write videos where I had to learn a certain skill, and then I would sort of get better that way. So it's just like filming stuff and then just constantly doing it over and over again. And then like, yeah, trying to film stuff that you haven't done before so you can learn how to do it.
That is certainly a different way I've heard of learning how to edit, but that's also pretty
Oh,
cool.
really?
Yeah. I mean,
How are you supposed to?
I mean, a lot of people I know when I ask them that, like, oh yeah, where do you learn how to do that? It's like, oh, YouTube, or oh, I took classes. And it's like, I didn't even know there was classes, but okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, deliberately filming videos that you need to learn a new skill to put out a quality product is definitely a new one.
Yeah, well, I mean, YouTube videos for sure. That's the main thing. But to like put them in practice, you got to get footage. So yeah, you like write stuff you've never done before. Like I did one video. One of the first videos I did was I can't even remember what the video was supposed to be titled. It was like, but like your roommate is like a ghost, and so like I was like, oh, like I want to try and figure out how to like make myself levitate, and like I want to have like a whiteboard marker, like drawing on a whiteboard, but like it's a floating marker and shit like that. Like, so I like tried to write all these like really weird, interesting stuff that I'd never edited before. And then I kind of like worked out how to film it on the day, and then like looked up YouTube tutorials for like how to green screen properly and all that sort of stuff. So I think that's the best way to do it. I'm very much like a hands-on learner, so
I think that is pretty cool. What is your favorite, or at least one of your favorite songs or genres of music?
Definitely Midwest emo. That's like my number one at the moment. Just anything that makes you feel like really depressed and shit, and makes you like really rethink like everything you've ever done in your life. That's like any song that does that is definitely something that's up my alley for sure. I don't like things that are like too screamo, but like things that are just very like emotional. So I've been listening to like a lot of like Nothing Nowhere at the moment. Movements is one of my favorite bands. One of my favorite songs at the moment is a song by Holding Absence called Your Love in Brackets Has Ruined My Life. I mean, you already know that shit's going to go pretty crazy. And Julia Wolf's probably one of my favorite artists at the moment. She's the one that does that song, In My Room. I'm not going to sing it, but you should look it up. It's a good song.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
My bad. Someone texted me.
No, you're good, man.
What do you personally hope to accomplish in like 2025? Like not channel-wise, but like you specifically.
Don't know. It's sort of, I mean, it's towards the end of the year, so there's not really that much. Make it through the rest of the year. Survive the rest of the year would be ideal. Yeah, I don't know. Just always try and stay positive and be happy.
Well, I hope you are able to stay happy and be positive.
Me too. Hey, man, preaching to the choir. I know. That would be good.
Many prayers or something.
Nice. Yeah.
What do you hope personally to accomplish in 2026?
Much of the same, I think. Much of the same. Yeah, definitely keep a positive attitude. Keep up like connections with friends, because I feel like as you get older, as a lot of people say, it's so true, but as you get older, it's so much harder to like not keep friends, but just keep in contact and like keep that rapport up, especially when I work by myself alone, and like pretty much like life is work. So I just kind of, a lot of the time I don't go out. I very rarely like kind of go out and do anything or like leave my house. A lot of the time I'm like, yeah, I could do that, but I got like a video I got to do, or like, yeah, I got to do this or that. So probably doing more of that, more focusing more on like that side of my life.
Well, like I said, well, I wish you luck and happiness on that journey of being
Thanks,
happy.
dude. Appreciate it. Thanks, man.
I hope you're okay.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Last few questions, and just random, another one that I just thought of. So, do you go to the gym?
No, I don't. I don't go to the gym. Is it obvious? No, I mean, climbing. Climbing's all I do, really, the bouldering stuff.
Like I said, way back when we did the entire, like, oh, I thought you were doing the thing for Edgar. But I looked at your normal videos, and it was just, like,
Yeah.
I was like, man, this guy's got to, like, work out or be on some sort of, like, routine or something.
Yeah, dude, I'm doing that full looks maxing routine, dude. I'm, like, bone smashing. I'm like, hitting myself with a hammer. Like, yeah. Doing my tongue posture. Yeah, exclusively sleeping on my back, that sort of stuff.
I can't sleep on my back. I got to side sleep. That's just...
Dude, I get it, man. I get it. I end up kind of side sleeping most of the time. I try and sleep on my back, but it doesn't always work out. I used to get like mad sleep paralysis every time I would sleep on my back. Like growing up, it was horrific. There was like probably a good year and a half where every night I would get sleep paralysis. I got scared of going to sleep. That's how bad it got. I was like, oh, please. I was like, it's going to be horrible, man. It's going to be horrible. And then, and it was, but, it doesn't happen anymore. Thank God. Have you ever had sleep paralysis?
Thankfully, no.
Yeah, dude, that sucks, man. It sucks so bad. It's such a weird feeling.
Damn, that's...
Sorry, I keep doing this. I keep going on random side tangents and kind of oversharing maybe a little bit.
You are not over. You're fine. Okay. I don't know if you could tell. I am very amateur at this. I am not professionally certified to interview anyone.
Nah, dude, you're doing well. You're doing great. You're doing great.
Okay. But I didn't know how to like respond to that.
No. You're good. You're good, dude. You're all good.
Which it's not your fault. I'm just like, man, what can I say to like acknowledge this and not sound like a dick?
Oh, dude, don't feel like try not to lose yourself in your head. Like, it's all good, man. That's what the beauty of editing is as well. Just say whatever the hell you want and then cut it out in the edit. That's the best part. When you're in control of the edit, you can just say whatever and you make, save it in the edit. Always leave everything out on is it everything out on the table? Is that the saying?
Yeah, I think
leave
so.
everything out there. Don't ever live with regrets or being like, fuck, I wish I said that or whatever.
Well, I also don't want to like say something that I don't know. I don't think you can be easily upset, but I don't want to say anything like douchey to you specifically, considering like one of the reasons I started YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, dude, that's crazy.
Actually, believe it or not, the first thing I wanted to do with my YouTube channel was short films and stuff like that. And went back to the Minecraft thing again. That was really what kicked off my want to do kind of film and stuff. So I got a camera and all that, and I worked my ass off. But now I'm oversharing.
No, dude, no, please, I'm interested.
Okay. I did one short film called Trypophobia, and I wanted to do a whole series on it, kind of like a collection of 3 films. I made this whole mythos around this company called Products Incorporated. It was not meant to be a commentary on anything. It was just supposed to be an intimidating, imposing corporate figure with a very simple circle logo that was yellow.
Yeah.
And man, I still have the scripts for all of those. They're like fully written, but the problem was at the time that I wrote those, I was like still living with my parents, and I wasn't like on my own yet, so I had to rely on them. Me and my parents had issues all the time, but they were just not very reliable for anything.
Yeah.
So considering that they were my only actors, and I couldn't rely on them, the projects died in still water.
Yeah.
I even made a soundtrack, like for the first short film. I don't know if you know what Cry of Fear is.
Yeah.
I yoinked some of those songs, but I made my own. Like I learned how to make music, like how to produce to do those for my own stuff, and that's why there's so many of my long form content is like music. It's because I learned that because I wanted to make my own, and then I wanted to learn how to storyboard, so I learned how to do like art and stuff.
Yeah, dude, that's sick. See, this is what I'm talking. Like, that's what I mean. Where I'm like, you just pick something like a project there where you don't know how to do a lot of stuff, and then you learn how to. It's like a good excuse to learn how to do it.
And then originally,
and now you can do all that stuff.
The reason I'm interviewing you right now is because originally I wanted to make a how to draw series where I'm friends with this guy named Noxymation. He makes and animates his own hero cinematic universe, and I thought he was super cool, so I interviewed him so that I could teach my viewers how to draw. I was not competent enough at the time to teach that myself. I don't think I am still. And then it just kind of springed into, I like this person, I think they're creative, can I interview them? And then I try, and then sometimes they say yes, and I'm like, so.
Yeah.
But originally, and hopefully one day again will be short film, because I have this whole thing that I want to do. In fact, I think I modeled one of my characters after you, like your physical appearance.
True.
Yeah, their name's Doc, and they run this place called the Red Shed. But they're they've got this whole kind of
sick.
Have you seen Tombstone?
No, I haven't. That's with what's his name? Guy gets tuberculosis.
Yes.
And all that, right? Yes. Yeah. I bet it's been on my list.
What if they made a movie out of just the good parts?
Okay. All right. Now you're speaking my language.
But I kind of stole the name from the character with tuberculosis, and then I modeled the character around this kind of mystery, not necessarily hitman. Mainly he serves as a supporting character to one guy, but he has his own set of stories where he's like this, I want to say anti-hero, but there's not really anything to be hero about, right? He's just saving his friend's ass all the time.
Yeah.
So, anyway, like I said, too much probably. I tend to have a tendency to go.
No, dude, thank you for sharing, dude. No. Don't feel bad at all. No, it was good. Thank you, dude.
But if I ever do get a budget, like there's one of the things I didn't think I'd be able to interview you, but one of my plans was to attempt to, when I got a budget, convince you to fly over to America to act for the role.
Man, that'd be crazy, dude. That would be crazy.
Here's hoping that eventually I will get.
Yeah, dude.
Back to you. What are some projects you were working on?
I don't know, just kind of like the shorts, and dude, I got some like sponsors at the moment that I have to do, and like, you know, you do the sponsors so you can do the things you're passionate about. So they pay the bills so that you can continue to do the stuff you want to do. But it is very much like the most soul-sucking part of the job. But I got some sponsors I have to do, and I've got a few long form videos that I'm working on at the moment. I got like another movie review type thing that I want to do, and then I've got this other kind of more traditional kind of videos similar to like the Christians of TikTok ones that I've done and like all that sort of stuff. So yeah.
And I guess last kind of question, because these last two tie into each other. How much do you think you'll grow like next year? Like your channel?
As a person? Oh, as a channel.
As a person too, that would be also.
As a person, I hope a lot. I hope, every year you kind of grow as a person. I feel like if you look back on yourself like 3 years ago and don't think, fuck man, I hate that guy. That guy's so insufferable. Then I think you're doing something wrong. If you're looking back at yourself like 3-4 years ago and you're like, that guy was actually cool as fuck. There has been no personal growth that's happened. So, I hope lots more personal growth. But in terms of the channel, I don't know. I just hope it doesn't stagnate. So I hope it continues to grow a bit. At least a little bit.
Well, if it does stagnate, just know I'll still be watching.
Hell yeah, dude.
And probably spending way too much money on your live stream.
Yes. That's what it's all about. Man, I should have just kept delaying this interview, man. Should have just kept delaying for the next 6 months.
I'm glad you didn't.
No, yeah. No, of course, man.
Nah, but seriously, you deserve it. You deserve the money.
No, dude, no. I don't ever feel like you have to do anything like that at all, dude. Like, do not feel obligated to. That's what the sponsors are for. That's what doing the soul-sucking sponsor work's for.
Stupid Google. Okay, well, I think that pretty much wraps up the questions. I do have a couple side notes that I wanted to bring up when we stop the recording.